Here we are at the library. As you can see, we have tons of natural light. These here are our individual and group study rooms. I recommend you book out these rooms at the front desk around 6 o'clock because that's when you get a nice pretty sunset. You can see the lake over there behind all the trees. We have tons of resources here for you to book out. Some of them are meant for our education students, so these are some maps that you can book out for your placements. We have movies, we have games, we have toys, study kits, all of that. Even if you aren't in education, you can still book out these toys because some of them are really cool and really interesting. If you're trying to learn French, tons of French information here. This is the reading room. This is an additional space that you can study. If you like to people watch, you can see some of the games out there on the field. We have art here from local artists. Here are resources again. These here are the booths. These are really comfy spaces for people to sit and study while they're doing some homework. Over here we have the circulation desk and the info desk. The circulation desk will have all of your services like booking out resources from the library, like books, movies, games, all the stuff that we saw on the shelves. They can also help you book out rooms or other resources like whiteboards that you can use in the library. The info desk has tons of information for you about research, and they can help you if you ever need any guidance with your academics. Tons of comfy seating here with a beautiful view. All right. Here we are outside. The athletic center is right over here. We won't be able to go in there today, but when you come on campus, you'll be able to check it out. The athletic center is complete with a weight room, cardio room, some free exercise classes like Zumba, karate, yoga. The offerings change every year, so make sure you check back in at the beginning of the year. We also have 3 gymnasiums here for varsity, intramural, and club level sports. All home games are free to watch with your student card. This is the library that we just left. It's a beautiful building. The Education Center is where most of our classes take place. Say for fine arts classes take place at the monastery, and some Bachelor of Physical and Health Education classes will be at the Athletic Center. This is the Fidelity Room. The Fidelity Room is one of our largest classrooms. It seats 50 to 75 students. As you can see, there are plugs available at every seat. You can see the professor up at the front. And here we have the Nipissing Theater. This space can be used as a classroom, but also as a space for members of the community in North Bay and the community at Nipissing to book out for special events, such as club meetings for the Students on Stage group. Our dance club will be practicing here. We have some classes that will be here, such as Bachelor of Physical and Health Education dance classes. The space can also be used for guest speakers, movie nights, and large lectures. Over here we have the Office of Indigenous Initiatives. This space is meant to educate and honor all students who identify as Indigenous or don't identify as Indigenous, to learn about the roots of our history and to honor the Indigenous people who lived here before us. They have tons of events like the Welcome Powwow, beading lessons, and guest speakers. Here we have the finance office. The finance office deals with all of the money, obviously, but they also have the financial aid, which includes our scholarships and awards and bursaries. So when you're coming in from high school, we have these guaranteed entrance scholarships. If you're coming in with an 80 average or higher in your best 6 4U or 4M courses, you're guaranteed to receive anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500. And if you come in with a 90 average or higher, you're guaranteed to get free tuition. There's no application for these ones. If you continue to achieve great marks at university for the next 3 years, you'll continue to receive money. The ones on the right over here, the awards and bursaries, are separate scholarships, awards, and bursaries that you have to apply for. If you're coming in straight from high school, you'll have to apply for these, and they're due May 1st. All in one online form, so it's really easy. This includes the $7,000 Schulich Scholarship, which is only available for concurrent education, Bachelor of Physical and Health Education, or the consecutive education program. I definitely recommend you apply for this even before you hear back about your offer of admission to be considered for all of this free money. And now we are approaching academic advising. The Office of Academic Advising is known for helping you figure out which classes you have to take in order to graduate on time. These people who are working here will also be helping you out at the new student orientation. The people who work here will be helping you to build your first schedule. And here we have some of our psychology labs. The social neuroendocrinology lab and the human evolution lab are just 2 of the many psychology and science labs that we have on campus. As a student, you'll have a chance to participate as a researcher if you're in the psychology classes, or as a participant if you're looking to make some money. I definitely recommend you check them out, because a lot of the research is very, very interesting. Here we have the Department of Fine Arts. Most of these classes are actually held at the monastery, so you won't have too many of them on campus in the education center. Our arts classes include art history, drawing, sculpture, and painting, as well as a bunch of film classes. Right here, we have the Professional Learning Center, which organizes the education fair for all our 6th year concurrent education students or 2nd year consecutive education students. The education fair has tons of opportunities to meet local, national, and international school boards, which sometimes will do hiring on the spot for the coming year. This is a medium-sized classroom. As you can see, it's still very easy to see the professor at the front of the room, which is where I am. All these blue bars are actually plugs so that you can plug in your laptop while you're doing your schoolwork. These lockers beside me, you can use for your heavy jackets and boots that you don't want to drag to class with you. These bulletin boards show off some of the student societies that we have. Each of our programs has a different society or club that you can be a part of. Some great leadership opportunities there, and some more information about how to get involved on campus and how to get to know your faculty and staff better. This here is the Nipissing University Faculty Association that offers the textbook bursary. So if you're interested in getting a bursary to help you pay for those textbooks, this is where you'd go. Right beside it is the Equity Center. The Equity Center is a safer space on campus, meant for all students, including those from marginalized groups. Every month, the Equity Center will bring attention to a new campaign. Sometimes it's feminism, sometimes transphobia, ableism, all of those. This here is the Teaching Hub. This is meant to show your professors and TAs some new technologies that they can integrate into their classrooms to better teach you. Down this hall, we have the science labs. One thing you'll notice when you're walking through those as a student is how much research we have up on the walls. At Nipissing University, we're a small enough school that we have space for undergraduate students to do research on behalf of the university and actually have a chance to be published before they even graduate. That's something very unique and definitely something I recommend you check out when you have research opportunities. This is our courtyard. This is one of our seminar rooms. As you can see, it's very much discussion-based rather than having a lecture at the front of the room. The tables are all in a circle. Our seminars usually range from 20 to down to like 3 students sometimes, depending on which program you're in. Coming up, we have the Office of Student Development and Services. This includes any student services that you're looking for, like counseling, accessibility, international initiatives, and more. Over here, we have the Academic Skills Center with a Student Learning and Transitions team. They have workshops, tutoring options, and usually a drop-in center. Here we are in the cafeteria. Today it's closed. That is normally a Subway. And inside the cafeteria, we have pizza, a noodle bar, the Global Village, the grill, and a Tim Hortons. Over here we have Canadore College. We share a campus with the college, which means you'll be meeting interesting people in the cafeteria and other shared spaces all the time. In front of us, we have security and parking services. Security does rounds of each building in our complex and around campus every day, and they're available for on-call shifts. And they're available on-call 24/7. We also have our parking services. If you're looking for a parking pass, you apply online, you can pick it up here. Right next to them, we have the health center. This acts as a family doctor on campus, so you don't have to try to find one in North Bay. This here is the bookstore. The bookstore has every textbook you'll need for the semester, and they have tons of Nipissing swag. So if you're looking for any particular study kits or resources, you can use that. Hello. Over here we have NUSU, the Nipissing University Student Union. They're actually going to be moving to the brand new student center that's set to open very soon. NUSU acts as the voice for students. In addition to coordinating the student health plan and funding the student food bank, they coordinate all of our student groups. That's all for the Education Center, and now we're heading to residence. This is one of 4 residence complexes we have on campus. This here is called Governor's House. This is one of our 3 suite style complexes. So we have Governor's House, Chancellor's House, and Founder's House. The 4th complex we have is the Townhouse Residence Complex, which has a different layout. The Townhouse Residence Complex is only available for upper year students. All of our residences are very secure. The only people who can enter are people who live here or work here. This is the main entrance. You can't get in without a key. And here we are, Governor's House. Over here we have the assembly room. This is where we'll have events such as coffee houses, big movie nights, pasta night, all of that. This is the games room. The games room right now is closed, but the games room in each different complex is filled with different things. The games room each have different things in different complexes. Some have TVs, some have pool tables, some have ping pong. This is our communal kitchen. That's where we make taco nights, pasta night, all of that. We have mailboxes, so if you're expecting mail at Governor's House, every student has their own mailbox. At Chancellor's House, Founder's House, and the Townhouse Residence Complex, each student shares with their suite mates or housemates. If you're getting mail, it'll show up here or at the front desk if it's a large package that doesn't fit in your mailbox. The front desk also has tons of services like equipment rentals, including a vacuum, a mop, a broom, and shopping carts. We also have the tuck shop here where you can purchase some supplies like laundry pods, sticky tack, envelopes and stamps, and toilet paper. You can also grab laundry change here if you're looking to do laundry and you want to break a bill. We have printing available here, 10 cents a sheet. It's only in black and white. On this side, we have a calendar, which will keep you updated with events that are happening in the building, around campus, and in the city. This includes, under normal circumstances, we would have therapy dogs that come in twice a week, and a grocery bus that takes students from residence straight to a grocery store once a week. Keep up to date with the calendar to know more about what's going on in your community. We're going up to second floor to learn more about residents. Each floor has its own theme that's decided on by the residents' dons. So second floor this year is Scooby-Doo themed. Your residence dons are up at your students who take care of the students in their community by doing mental health checks, organizing events to engage people, and make sure everyone's having fun, staying safe, and keeping up with their schoolwork. All the residence dons in each complex are usually found around the same spot and on each floor so that you know where to find them if you're ever in an emergency situation. Each floor has a lounge and a study space. The lounge is used for social events like board game nights, floor meetings, movie nights, and when it's not in use by the university or by any certain group, you can just come in here and chill out. That TV over there plays Netflix, so have fun. The study space is down this hall and is usually used for studying. This here is the laundry room. As you can see, we have tons of machines. Each machine, so the washing and the drying machines, cost $1.50. Like I said earlier, laundry pods and laundry change are available at the front desk. We also have vending machines here. And some tips on how to do laundry if you don't know how to do laundry yet. And here we are, Suite 208. We're going to look around this suite. Every suite looks about the same, regardless of which building you're in. So in every suite, you'll have 4 private bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, a storage unit, just like this one, a coat closet, the dining room, a full kitchen with gas appliances, the living room with all the furniture that you're seeing here, and here are the other 2 bedrooms. This is one of our bathrooms. We only have private bedrooms available, so you won't ever have to worry about having to share a bedroom with someone or maybe having bunk beds or anything like that. When you're filling out your roommate preference sheet, make sure you fill it out as honestly as you can, because we'll be handpicking your roommates based on these forms and matching you up with people with similar party preferences, study habits, sleeping habits, and more. Thank you for joining me on this tour, and I hope you visit more of our events to learn more about Nipissing. Thank you.